day, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome again to another business conversation. And today we are having a business conversation, not as usual, a very special business conversation because I have chosen in the community, especially the African community and from the African country, precisely Cameroon, three people with three productions, three business ideas, but they have one goal. And the goal they have is transforming their problems into solutions. So today you're going to be conversing and having a very beautiful conversation with three different business people and three different kinds of businesses. Welcome with me, ladies and gentlemen, Francoise, and we're going to also have Ina, Maggie, and we're going to have, of course, on the podium too is Cheryl. You're all welcome, sis and mams. How are you today? I'm starting with you, Francois. It's such a privilege to have you on our program today. And I have known you for some time now. We are having the festive seasons now. And I thought to myself, what good could I do to the community? But of course, nothing as good as bringing three amazing people doing amazing work to showcase their work in the community because we have the concept for Africans, by Africans, and we consume African. Francois, you're welcome. Tell us more about yourself. Who are you? The people want to know who is behind this Francois visage. And I have one. Thank you for my product. I'm very, very grateful for this. I appreciate you. Tell us why you started this amazing product. I used it just a few days and it's amazing.
Thank you very much, dear Vera. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for welcoming me on your show. I'm really grateful. Since we don't have plenty of time, so let us go straight to the point. So for those who are meeting me or seeing me for the first time, my name is Francois Chukwemeka. I'm 51 years old. I was born and bred in Manjo, a small, nice town. It's after traveling around the world that I understood why my parents went right from Nigeria even to come and stay in Manju. So why am I telling you this? Just because the idea behind my project came also from a journey I did in 1984 from Manju to the village of my great-grandparents and their parents. I had the opportunity there to make acquaintance of my grandpa you are seeing here. Yeah, that even showed me many things we didn't take into consideration then. But many centuries after, I found it out that what they were doing were great sciences. So that is what I'm trying to give to people, to share with other people, and not only in an economical way, it's also on a social and also in an ecological way. So I'm a handling agent at the airport, and that's my real profession. And I am a fan of business, sport, especially soccer. And then maybe if we have enough time, I will tell you the reason why, and I also tell you the link between soccer, sport, football, and business.
Sorry for that. I'm so curious, Francois, and I'm going to stay on you again because you're not only doing the soccer sport, but I also realized a few days back that you're doing something with food and nutrition. So I'm going to come back to you on that because it's amazing the things I see you do. And yes, then I can confirm you're really a business guy. And this is a business conversation. Before we go further to introduce Cheryl, I want to appreciate you all who is watching. Thank you, Millie, for watching and always being here. I appreciate you, Mr. Sompon, for being the backbone behind all that I do. I appreciate you, Otanis Kwendi, for being here and showing your presence. But I also want to appreciate those who are not here. I got a gift from an amazing lady. I've not really had much to do with her in the past, and she sent me the gift, and that's why I had the hair. I used it like my hair scarf, and she is Tutu Vesterhof. So, Tutu Vesterhof, I shout out to you. Thank you for my gift, the present you sent. I received it, and you can also check her on Momentos box. Now, let's go back to business. I'm coming to you, Cheryl. Tell us a little more about you. Who are you? Why do you do what you do? What was the problem you are solving and that brought you to the business line?
Thanks, Ma, for having me on your program, Sompon Global TV. I'm so grateful. Thank you for having me here today. For those who don't know me, I am Sherin Darcy, the brain behind Sherilicious Natural. I studied pharmacy, currently working as a clinical research manager. And Sherilicious Natural is a hair care product, not just a normal hair care product. It is a customized hair care line using the science and naturopathy and Ayurveda herbs to really get into treatment and solution for your hair. Because we have in the market, why I say customized, because we have in the market all kinds of products, but we know that not all products fit anywhere. So we like to customize according to your hair problem, what you're facing when you come for consultations. So my line, Sherilicious Natural, is a customized hair product according to your hair solution. And what we are really solving with our product is for people that have scalp issues like hair loss. We have this structural alopecia, commonly known in Cameroon as Bamba, where the hairlines are all chopped off. We have thinning hair loss, where people, because of hormonal issues and so many other issues, your hair start falling off. That's our products are your solution for your hair.
Thank you so very much, ma'am. And I want to still welcome all those who are here. Thank you so very much. Messmen, no people for joining the conversation today. And he's saying good vibes, ladies. And I'm also grateful. Please share the link with friends and families so that we can really make use of these offers. I'm going to you, Maggie. Thank you very much. I had the privilege to eat one of the best eggs when I visited you in Bremen. And it's so amazing to see those chickens running around your field. Tell us more about the business you do.
Well, I want to thank you so much, Vera and the Sompon team, for the wonderful invitation. Why I'm here, I'm so happy because it's also an opportunity for me to share my experience with some ones and go forward about the discussion. So first of all, I'm Maggie Roy. So I'm married and I did marketing. And I'm very happy to be here to share my experience with you because the problem I've been solving as a marketer has been much, and especially concerning my ex. So the genesis of my business is coming from home, where my parents trained me because when I was growing, I saw my mother actually training and raising, so like having a farm for chickens. So she was training these chickens and she was feeding them well. She was giving them meal and she was also selling and it was giving a lot of money. So on the process, I learned also, and when I grew up, I know that this thing can be so positive. It can also help our community to eat something natural, to eat something bio. So that's why when I got my own field, I now came to the idea of producing my own personal bio eggs, which is very tasteful, more than the bio eggs we used to buy in the supermarket. Because I discovered the problem I'm actually have been solving in this issue is that I discovered that when I went to the market and I was eating bio eggs here, it doesn't have the real taste of the eggs that my parents were producing, of the far of the eating when I was home. So I now decided that now I have to also produce something that will have the taste of the real, bio egg, what the real bio egg means, so that my community, my environment, and everybody will also profit from it to eat some nice bio eggs. And so this also helped a lot of it helped a lot also at home here, because why am I saying I'm solving these problems? Homes, I'm solving the problem like, for example, we don't more buy eggs in the market. It becomes economical. We eat good eggs at home. I also attended a seminar where it was said it's good to give children natural bio eggs. It's very healthy for them. Sometimes they can even drink it like a medication when they have heartbeat or some certain little diseases that disturb their health and so on. So I was very inspired about that, and I came to have it. And in my community, the people are very happy having bio eggs, seeing my files running around my feeds. They come, they take pictures, they also give command for their eggs, and they are very happy. And I think for me to make my community happy is a really wonderful thing. And I still have the opportunity also to tell somebody that they should also dream something like this also in the nearest future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You're already taking us to a very important conversation, and we're going to come to that. I'm going back to you, Francois. You told us already where your desire for business came, and especially, like I said, I want to also use this opportunity to say thank you, Francois. I got my product, and I think that I'm gladly going to talk about this product. I just used it just 2 days ago, and I feel, I'm not having any makeup now, so some at times I have to have makeup, but I feel like it is really good for the face. So tell us more about this product, and tell us the secret behind this product. Do you use this product too?
Of course. Yes, I think that this is, for example, one of the stories behind or around Francois Visage. When I was I started working at the airport as a student. There was a colleague that used to look at me when I would come. She would just keep looking around my face instead of looking me in the eye. So I was wondering why. So one day she said, "Hey, Francois, you are not a lady, but whenever I meet you, your skin always look as if you are painting something there." Then I said, "No, it is a secret of my grandmom and my grandpa. They were herbalists." She said, "What?" I said, "Yes, I got from them a big secret." She laughed at me. So next time when we met, I gave her a recipe, but she said, "Oh no, Francois, I cannot paint something like that on my face. I mean, it's unbelievable." I said, "No problem." So 5 years after, this is also a real story, she met me and said, "Francois, can you give me back that recipe you gave me 5 years ago?" I said, "No, I cannot, because I'm working now with some pharmacists and with some professional. We want to bring something good to the market." She laughed at me. I said, "Don't worry, when the product will come out, you will be the first person to use it." So that was just a small story around Francois Visage. The secret behind it is that it is a natural product. It is something our ancestors knew long time ago. As I used to tell people around me, the only difference is that they couldn't write down exactly what they were doing. Also because, we have in Africa this kind of patriarchal structure, and it doesn't allow the elder people to give a family secret to any person. It's like they look around the children and then see, this person is somebody trustworthy. I can tell him what is behind what we are doing. So when I came here to Europe, I found out that what they were doing were sciences, but they couldn't only write them down. So I studied management of cure and regeneration under what they call here tourismus Fachwirt. So one of our professors came and started telling us that some people think that we can just use natural ingredients to cure ourselves. You know, before, when you come to Europe, you are somehow ashamed to tell people what your great-grandparents were doing back home, because they used to say that they were not good enough or something like that. So I explained to my professor how we use to cure people who had any type of skin diseases. And then he said, well, if it is true what you are saying, then it's good for you people. So I took the recipe and went to a professional here, a professor and doctor, who was the person in charge of pharmacies and cosmetics here in Bavaria. So he analyzed what I gave him and said, wow, Mr. Francois Chukwemeka, what you gave me, they are all natural ingredients. These are things you can eat, but you don't have the right to do it in your kitchen and sell it here in Germany, because if you want to do something like that here in Germany, you have to go through many tests. So I went through these tests, and believe me, this can be also the theme of a special conversation. It might take more than 2 hours for me to explain to you my first step, how people couldn't believe, or how friends, I begged. I said, come, let us do something together. They said, no, Francois, have you seen somebody like you going into production here in Germany? I said, well, we have to start. Let us try it. Yeah, they couldn't believe. Till I got the first sample after spending too much money. And then when I brought the first sample, I wanted also to know if what I did was something good. So I went to an independent institute. And well, a partner of mine was happy when we were discussing this past day about the new vaccines that are going to come out. He said, my coach, tout ce que les gens racontent, c'est ce que toi tu as fait. He said, coach, all what people are saying about clinical tests, about testing the vaccine, this is all what you've been telling me the past 10 years. I couldn't believe it. I say, yes, it's just because you, when they tell you something, because I am with you here as your simple coach, you think that I'm just telling you any type of stories. Now that you are reading something that other people are doing, now you are believing that what we are doing is something serious. So that's how
we're going to come back to that. We are going to come back to that, especially to the challenges of startups. Now, to the when you want to start up a product or a business, how the people around you view at it. We're going to come to that, because I think that's the reason why we are having these conversations. And of course, Francois, we are going to have another conversation in 2021. God willing, where we are going to go into details to talk about this product, to talk about the importance of doing business and how we can work hand in hand. So you're still here.
Yes.
Right. So we're going to talk on that again. And I'm very, very happy that I have mine.
Great.
So for those who are out there now and you are looking and saying, what is he talking about? I really can't show you, but you will see on our site, on our webpage already. You can also see, if you go to francoisvisage.com, you can get also the product. You can also see it there. And I think that with the Christmas that is coming ahead of us, people could buy this also and offer to friends. Is that possible?
Of course, it is possible through my homepage. And if you have any problem with the homepage, you also have a phone number on the homepage where you can call or write a short message and or a WhatsApp message. I and my team were always happy to have or to make acquaintance with new people who are curious, who would like to know what is behind our product. I don't know if I still have about 30 seconds.
You have some minutes, Francois, and some questions are coming to you now. So you're just going to answer the questions. Where do you sell your products and how can we get it? Those are the questions coming up now to you.
Yes, for my fellow brothers and sisters, or even Germans who are here, who live here in Munich, you can purchase them on 2 Afro shops at Afro Kings and Ebony Beauty. Is at the Herman Linkstrasse number 2. It is well known here because many people go there to shave their hairs or to make nice African haircuts. Yeah, women like also men. And a second one is also is black and white at the Maasstrasse number 14. Also a new partner where you can get Francois Visage. And of course, under www.francois-visage.com. And you can also contact me under my name via Facebook. It's Francois Chukwuemeka. And this is something amazing because till now, it seems as if it's the only Francois Chukwuemeka you can have, which is another story. The main issue being also to have the product, you can also go to francoisvisage.com and then make a command anyway. And if people have more questions, they can always contact me. It's always a great pleasure telling people the history behind it. As far as the quality of the product is concerned, you can trust me. I know what I'm telling you. I myself, I am really amazed. I was even surprised the way we work on the product here in Germany.
Have you tried the Cameroon market or the African market? My husband is asking the question too because he has also a lot of contacts for the marketing and publicity, something like that. Have you tried the Cameroon market?
Exactly, yes. For those who are in Cameroon, I have my partner there, which is Camille Distribution. My great business partner, Willie, has taken Francois Visage to Cameroon, which is a great honor for me. You have 6 pharmacies in Douala who sell Francois Visage. You also have a nice shop of Mrs. Latema. It is called Latema, that sells Francois Visage in Douala also. And well, we are waiting for people who are in Yaoundé, or we are in Garoua, in Gaoundéré, and also, of course, in Kumba, Manfi, Limbe, all those places. And
you're going to surely have contacts now since we have Mr. Sompon who is online. So you're going to definitely get in touch one another. You're all on Facebook. Get in touch one another so that you can maybe he can bring the market to in Cameroon, in Yaoundé precisely. Exactly. Let me go to the others. We're going to see Francois. You want to say something again?
Well, I think maybe we're going to say it later on, because I wanted to have the opportunity to tell people what the products exactly do.
Tell us.
Would you like to hear it right now?
Yes, tell me.
Well, yes. You know, there's a story I always say, or I always tell people before selling them my product. You know, before people used to think that there is no way of getting back the regeneration of our skin after we've had some injuries or something like that. Yeah, I used to tell them about this example of worms or of lizards. You know, when you cut the lizard's tail, exactly, and when you meet them 2 weeks after, you will see the tail has grown up, and not all type of lizard. What does that mean? That means that lizards have the opportunity to regenerate their skin themselves. And how do they do it? They do it while eating herbs, eating insects, and many other things. Insects who have proteins. So my product is a kind of booster that will help your skin to regenerate. And if you take the story of lizard, it's not different from what ourselves we are capable of doing. We have the opportunity to regenerate our body through nutrition. Just as she said, when you keep eating something or things that are good, like good eggs and good fruit, good vegetable, believe me, you see the impact on you. Not maybe after 2 hours or maybe not after 2 days, but around after 2 months. And that's why I'm even curious to the time we'll meet again. after you finish using François Visage Gesicht Maske and François Visage Gesicht Crème.
Thank you very much, Francois. You know, I'm laughing because I know you from the story of the lizard, and each time you tell this story, it's amazing, and I keep laughing. We're going to come back to you again, Francois. Let me go to Sharon Dasi, and Sharon Dasi is also having an amazing product. And Sherry, tell us more about your product. What was the problem you were solving with that problem? Why did you decide to come up with a hair product for natural people, or for, say, natural hair?
My story behind Shirelicious Natural is something very emotional. It's because of my daughter. When I gave birth to my daughter, 3 weeks later, she got this scalp infection, where then I did not really know what was really the infection all about. Moving from one doctor to another, they could not really pinpoint what was the cause. So at the end of 1 year, she had no hair at all, nothing. She was bald. But then you were not seeing the infection. So after 1 year, 2 years, the hair was not growing. Then every 2-3 months, she would be having thick scales on her hair, on her scalp. So when I go to the doctor, they'll give antibiotics to use on it. And after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, everything will be okay. When I stop, it comes back. So it was a process until she was 4 years old. And then she was in the kindergarten. At 4 years old, she still had this kind of baby hair. I was tired of giving her every 3-4 months using antibiotics on her head. That was really something I was tired of. And being a clinical researcher working with medicines, I know the after effects of constantly using antibiotics. So with my research background, I went into work and I said, I have to look for an alternative. And this also, just like Francois says, is something that falls back to our roots. When I was small, I was constantly having malaria, and I was always allergic to every malaria tablet you give to me. It was not working. So what happened? My malaria was always treated with herbs that was cooked. We'll go to this herbalist. They will make a concoction. After a while, my mom had to learn, because I was a patient of every 2 months I will have malaria. And if you give me Flavor Queen, chloroquine, whatever queen, anything queen, I will itch myself until I will have wound on my body. So she started preparing malaria treatment for me. So that was where, when I went into research, the first thing that came out was palm kernel oil. And when I read the medicinal benefits and value of palm kernel oil, I remember that there was a time I had, not faint, when you, how do they call it again? When you have fever over 40-degree convulsion. What cured my convulsion was 2 tablespoons of palm kernel oil, and then my mom had to rub me all over with the palm kernel oil. And after 2 hours, I had no temperature again. My temperature went back to 36 degrees. So that is where I started doing my research, started mixing from home. That was it. I started mixing at home here, and I was administering that on my daughter's hair. Then she was 5 years old. So it took me 1 year to cure her scalp. I still have that story where I will make a documentary of it. 1 year to cure her scalp until I had 6 inches of, not 6 inches, 6 inches almost. She had a hair long as this. She was so proud that on her first day, for us, it was an achievement. But for other people outside, they did not really see it, because it was also a challenge. When I say she was so proud of her hair, it's not like she had that long glowing hair, but she had hair now. So she said, Mom, on my first day to school, I'm going with my hair. So I just did her a little fro with something at the side, and she was so proud of it. Then 2 days later, a lady came and asked me, but why did you send her to school without doing her hair? So this has been a constant challenge. That was my story behind Socialservice. After 2 years of working with her and her SCAP, and I came to realize that even in our community, we don't value our own medicine. That is the truth. If we could know what we have.
We are going to come back to that question of valuing our own medicine, because when you were talking, I just kept seeing Francois in your conversation, and you were in his conversation, and he's like, he went back to the herbal medicine. And many people today really reject the herbal medicine, and you are a clinical researcher, and you say it is so important to go back to herbal medicine. I would want to go straight to the question to ask, why then do we reject herbal medicine when we know it's the mother of all medicines?
It is the mentality back home. Just like when they hear you that you are taking traditional medicine, they are laughing at you, or you have gone to that juju man again. It is the mentality. It boils down, we don't value our own. And how does that come about? Because we don't educate our own of our own things. Our own things are I will say it day after day, we have the best. And even some of these pharmaceutical medicines we have here have been taken from our root medicine, from our herbs, from our leaves, from the bark of our tree, and then they synthesize it to give us another version of medicine that is not really helping to the root of the thing. It's just like when I'm still going back to my product. Some of the treatment I did that were just natural treatment. I used garlic, onions, and ginger as a juice for her scalp. Those are natural antibiotics. So why should I have something like that and then I go to the pharmacy to buy a synthetic antibiotic that will give me after effects? But we don't know about the after effect. That is why we are there educating. If you follow SocialService.natural.com, I don't only sell my products, I educate. That is why I have a blog. I write. What's the name of the blog, please? SocialService.natural.com.
Okay.
That is, I also blog. And if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, those who know me know that I always give value, because I am not all about selling. And I'm all about that you get to the root, because the truth is that this product is no magic. It's no magic. That is why always when they people write me, how do I get your product? I always say I would like a consultation, because most people will buy and keep. They don't even know, they will not read, they will not do anything, they will not even go because these things is consistency. Any product you buy, like my hair growth stimulating, Ayurveda hair growth stimulating oil. I call it stimulating oil because it helps to stimulate, but we have to get to the root of the problem. So I am there to give the value through education, and only when you know that, you will know the value. Like I always also write the ingredients that are good or bad. I do my research. I don't just give out information because I want to blog. I give scientific proven research of herbs, and I'm also studying alternative medicine because I really want to get to the root. The truth is any cure.
Alternative medicine. I mean, tell us more. I'm very curious. That's a good thing. I want to ask my question. So I like this platform because it gives me the space to ask my questions. And I'm not afraid of asking those questions. Tell me more about this alternative medicine you are seeing. Now, I'm sorry, I have to hit this now. Now that the how they call it, the vaccine is coming out for, we'll call it the COVID-19, and now you're talking about alternative medicine. I mean, doctor, tell us more about alternative medicine.
I'm not a doctor. Alternative medicine. Yes, I agree. I'm a herbalist. When I told somebody that I'm studying, I want to study, at the beginning when I say I want to study alternative medicine, you want to become a herbalist. I say, yes, I want to become a herbalist. So you see, it's something already inferior. So who wants to talk about it? Because it was like, okay, the name alternative medicine is kind of modified. I don't even want to call it alternative medicine because I believe it's a medicine. It's not an alternative. It's a medicine. I don't want to say that it's not an alternative. So I am a herbalist. I will agree because I believe so much in herbs. I know that I am a standing proof of herbs. I go now to Cameroon, I don't take any this preventive for malaria. I don't take it, and I get back here, I don't get malaria. And they were all asking me, why don't you get it? I said, I believe that because my malaria was cured from the root. When I always had malaria from Cameroon, I was not taking just killing the symptoms. They cured my malaria from the root. So coming back to alternative medicine or COVID, I'm sorry, I will be the last person to take any vaccine because I know it's just like taking antibiotics. I don't want to condemn one side or the other. I believe that the modern medicine and the traditional medicine should work hand in hand.
Good.
That is my belief. I'm not saying this is not good. They should work hand in hand. Where I would say I would take the vaccine only as a last resort, as the German say, when es gezwungen ist.
Okay.
That is me. Because I know that taking that vaccine is just like a cancer patient. When you are doing the chemo, you know what the chemo is doing. It's killing nearly everything just to cure one chemo. So, talking of the vaccine, I will not take it.
Oh, I'll come back to you because when we were talking about herbal medicine, Francois was nodding his head. And I was curious to know why, Francois, why are you nodding your head? What you were saying, do you really find yourself in it? Why are you nodding your head so passionately? You can unmute your mic, please.
As I told you, when we were young, we were ashamed to say it loud that what our great-grandparents were doing was good, because in the school, our system of education didn't teach us that what they were doing were sciences, as I said also at the beginning. The only difference is that they didn't write it down. And why didn't they write it down? Some of them were afraid that if they give the secret to all the children, we might kill ourselves. This is something very, very important. They knew, for example, how to poison a snake. They knew, for example, how to chase a snake. This is what I experienced even. And I promised even to tell some Cameroonians in the next forum we have in Nuremberg, the history of the python, which is a holy animal in the village of my great-great-grandparents and parents, and Kaolin, that is what we call back home Calabar, you know?
Calabar chalk.
Calabar chalk.
Tell me more about Calabar, because I used to have desire for that.
Well, this is a story I said I will keep to my guys in Nuremberg because I promised them. But I can tell you, yeah, my grandpa, you are seeing here, he has, exactly, you're seeing here, he has a way of chasing python so that they will not come and eat up. Now, let us join our sister, the eggs and the small,
chickens.
how do you call poussin in English? Exactly. The small chickens, exactly. So they will not come and eat them or swallow them. So what will he do? He will use that chalk, turn it with water, and then stop the python, paint the chalk on the python. And then what will happen? 3 days after, you will be walking in the forest, and then you will see that that python has completely changed his skin, removed his skin. This is something that sounds incredible, but it is something I can also explain to you scientifically. It's unfortunate that we don't have enough time so that I could explain to you scientifically why the python removed his own skin to have a new design. And this is something we are doing with this type of product. You are putting it there so that your skin will react, exactly. And when your skin will react, the skin cells that we are having in our body will construct a kind of what I call natural shield. And at the same time, develop a kind of program that will now start helping your hair to grow. And by the way, let me use the opportunity to confirm what Sharon is saying, because I also had the opportunity and the chance to use her product. And even till now, When I say I am already 51 years old, people will look at my hair, looking for gray hair. They will not see it. It's as if I'm doing advertisement, but it is a truth. If you don't want to believe me, you can even ask the husband, because we've been playing soccer for many years. He himself even surprised that the coach doesn't get old, because we'll keep running like young guys all the time in the field.
About 50 years is still very young, Francois. We're going to come back to that. I mean, when you say
Yeah.
50 is too young, we can. I mean, remember
Let's say
you're in
something.
Germany, you're going to go 67 years on retirement. So 50 years is just nothing. I'm going to come back
Let's say
to you,
something.
Cheryl, because you
Yeah.
Okay.
talk about your product. Let me go to my Eno Maggie. Eno,
Mhm.
I saw you the first time when I visited you in Bremen, and I don't know how to describe the feeling I had seeing chickens around you, and I was so carried away that I could not but keep looking. How did she come to this idea? And I was only hoping, when will I have time to really have a conversation with you, and with other people? And so this is the best time. I think this is Christmas period, and we can
Oh,
share our talks, and we can encourage one another, support one another. Hey, I welcome all of you. I welcome you, Gorete. I'm seeing you. I welcome you, Bob. I'm seeing you too. I'm welcoming all of you watching from YouTube as well as from Facebook. Share the link with your friends. This is the festive period. And like the Sompon Social Service, the Sompon Global TV is there to help and support our own. We choose to support our businesses, our people, and we want to use our product because we know that it is the best. And you've heard from Sherry Licious as well as Francois Visage that we still believe in the herbal medicine, and for us to get the right skin, like the lizard or again, whatever animal Francois will be telling us soon, we have to eat well. And that's why I'm welcoming you. Tell us more about the products you do. You have to mute yourself. Good.
Concerning my bio eggs, I don't produce only bio eggs, and I also produce smoked chicken if you want a smoked chicken, or if you want to cook a pepper soup chicken with bio chicken, with chickens that taste very well, that I also produce. And I think with my product, it's very, very natural and very biological also. I mean, some things that is very healthy. So I also encourage a lot of people outside there that even in their environment where they are, maybe if they cannot reach me, it's always advisable to eat the bio food, because our sister have talked something chemicalized, about how people are using the antibiotics, and which is very having an after effect, which is not good. Actually, as I'm seeing it, she's very right, because with my fowls, I have been having also a big doubt when I came here first before in this other world, because I discover people buy soil to plant their crops, but which was very surprising to me. And me, I'm so a naturalist also, somebody who like natural things. So I now wanted to plant my flowers maybe in the balcony, because that time I didn't have a house. So I have to go and buy for soil and to come and plant my flower. So which is not very good. So now when I got this place and I have to buy, I got my own place and I got my chickens, and I have this idea of using their sheets or whatsoever I call their waste, So I use it on my garden. So it is solving a lot of problems. So, and now when I plant my things in summer, I use their so to plant all those things. And when I eat the food, I still come back to this bio competition about comparing the bio in the supermarket and the bio at home. Let's say at home. So I now use their waste to plant in my garden and all those things. Believe me, we have this manjama vegetable in Cameroon, Uncle Berry, you know it. It was so flourishing in my garden this summer. I have green, I have a lot of things. Pumpkin, it was very tasteful. So it's not just like I'm just the fowls are just producing me only eggs, or I'm just selling the fowls and the eggs. But also it is bringing also some nice, you know, environmental feelings, and it is making us to eat also very healthy, which is very wonderful for our children also, for them to learn such thing. And it was such a surprise for European children, and also for my European colleagues who used to come here. So they're also very surprised. They asked me, what am I doing with their stool? I said, yeah, I use it to plant in my garden. I always waste it in my garden. I don't throw it away, because even my my waste at home also from food, plantain, cocoyams, Irish potatoes, everything, I also throw in my garden. So mixed with theirs, so it makes a perfect growth in my garden, and my things are flourishing. So that's one of wonderful things that it is bringing to us and to our family. And this is very common. So, and I want to tell you that when I'm doing like this, it is making me to have some feelings that our people also, they are missing this. And that's why I kept this idea that, okay, let me have something that I will also introduce our people into it, that they should believe that we can also make it here, we also have it here, you understand? And we can also use it, you know, to make something out of our own homes, our families and friends. Like, example, when my friends visit me, I can give them eggs for free. But at least I have some customers also, a lot of customers, and now I maybe have a lot of customers. So I'm just thinking to make it more larger. And I also to invite some people who also like to eat all these bio eggs. If they want me to even like ship to them, I ship, because I have shipped also to some people. So it is not a problem, and you can taste it. You only tell me it is wow. And also I want to let you know that if you need your smoked meat, smoked chicken, smoked soya, see, I make soya also. So I produce also soya, which is our own taste, our own natural smoked soya with firewood and banana peels, which is very tasteful. And even our smoked meat, we do it, I do it also in a way that we here, our people, we should create this awareness. It is not impossible. We can't only use oven to do everything, but we can also have something like this. Because sometimes even when I go to Afro shop, I discover that even the things they say is coming from Cameroon, it's not from Cameroon. Even the crayfish, the first shock I had about the foods in Afro shop here was the crayfish. When I tasted crayfish from Afro shop, I never buy, but up to today, I still have Cameroon crayfish. Every time I see somebody going to Cameroon, I must send money for crayfish, because it's quite a different taste. So there are certain things that are not really the taste of our own people. So that's why I'm trying to do my business in such a way that I will introduce the taste of our own people, and they will eat beef, because they used to say beef here, it doesn't taste. But I can assure you that when you taste my smoked beef, it will really taste, or my chicken, or my anything, and my eggs. So I just want my people to eat something from us, and I also want the people from here to tap also from it, to eat something different, which is very important and which is very healthy for our own health and for our community and for everybody. So I am also activist. You know, I participate in this climate change activities and seminars, and I've learned a lot also about how we have to keep our environment. And just because I'm interested about how natural we have to be, like this, my brother and sister who are just producing their very bio product, I'm so impressed, because this also makes me to have a good feeling about the hair product, you know, and the skin product. So because me too, I'm very natural. You can see my face also. I've not made any makeup, but I just like things that Francois is selling, and I believe I can also buy from him and for my sister also. So I really encourage you to keep it up.
Thank you so
God
very
bless
much,
you.
Maggie. And somebody is asking you, welcome Zita Benistina, and Zita Benis too is doing a lot of amazing things. We just can't have everybody on the platform, and I would have wished to just have everybody this last season, but we just could not have everybody. Zita also is an amazing lady doing also amazing things, and Zita is asking you the question. You know, do you sell jama?
Oh, actually, that she's not the first person to ask me the question, because I also do also some broadcasting also on WhatsApp also. And sometimes a lot of people see me, because I'm very active on WhatsApp, because I just want to use, first of all, my private number to encourage for my people back home and here also. So somebody also asked me from Stuttgart area, I think so, that if I'm selling jama. I said, no, I'm not selling, because how they were so fresh. But Zita, I promise next time I will make it bigger, and you people will eat the real taste of the real jama from here.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you very much. This is amazing. If you want to purchase chicken or you want to purchase bio eggs, the one that Francois is saying that when you eat, it heals you from within, and then when you use his product, it heals you from without, and then adding to with the natural hair product, it gives you the glow on the hair. Then we have what I call 3 people, 3 production, 1 goal, transforming problems into
Yes.
solution. Hey, tell me, 55 or 58 minutes is always going very fast. The people are listening to you, and we were talking today about transforming the problems into a solution. I'm fascinated to see how people change their stories around and it make them become businesses.
Yes.
And that's what you just did. You transformed your product, you transformed your problems and made them businesses. Now, the community is listening to you. I want to start with you, Francois. You all have 2 minutes.
Thank you.
Tell us, how can we support you better? And what do you want us to know? And if someone wants to purchase your product, a giveaway product or a product where you can offer, someone can offer, if yes, how can we get that?
Thank you very much
I
once
start
more
with you, Francois.
for giving me the opportunity to tell people that, well, when we started, uh, people couldn't believe that it would have been possible to do a business the way we're doing it. Um, People had the opportunity just to go to my homepage and then just order the product. And then they used to have it 2 or 3 days after. And it is the case today. So if you need a product, don't hesitate. Just go to francoisvisage.com, just order. Or if you don't want to order it via internet, just send me an SMS or give me a call. I'm always happy to personally send the product to people because it gives me the opportunity to pack it myself to see and still do what I've been dreaming of doing long time ago. Or you go to all those places where products are sold. It is for now in Douala, as I said, in 6 different pharmacies. If you go under my Facebook site, you will also see the address of the pharmacies where they are sold and some other spa center, Sanospe Aqua. These are places where you go to regenerate your body, your skin, your soul, and everything. Anyway, yes. And as I said here in Germany, you have it in Munich, and you also have it in Paris. I almost forgot that you can also buy it at Tea Hair in Paris and also in Helsinki in Finland. This is unbelievable. This has been a dream since I was young to see how to conquer people or to conquer the world around me with a product. And why did I do that? Because I got from the Institute Derma test after they did some tests on people in a panel of about 60 people, and at the end they gave me the best rate, which was the first time that a product that was designed by an African here in Germany got this. Of course, I didn't do it alone. I did it with one of the best laboratory you can imagine here in Bavaria. Why one of the best is a family laboratory, people that are called the hidden heroes here in Germany. They don't talk too much. They only work with you when you bring out a new product. If you can bring them something they know already, they'll say, no, they have this and this and this partner. You'll even be surprised that they have many, many partners they are working with. But when you bring something they have not seen or they have not heard before, and let me use the opportunity to tell many people around me, we are the people that made avocado to be popular here in Germany, or why not even in the world, because some of my friends were surprised. They said that, oh, our parents used to give them to pigs back home. I don't know if it is the legend that shows that pigs coming from the region of Chang and Buddha, they were the best pig you can imagine in Cameroon. Why? Because they were eating avocado.
Thank you, Francois. You know, I have very good roots with the Buddha people. Yeah. So when you call that name Buddha, I'm like turning and looking up and down. Hey, Francois, I'm gladly going to be your ambassador for this. I love the product. And of course, we're going to continue to work with this. My husband is saying that the time is very short, so we need another edition. So, of course, 2021, you're going to be again on the program, so we can have more details. And like I said, I don't know if you've heard about my brother-in-law, the Santa Lucia. Then that's a big market for you for Cameroon. But this again, we have to have a conversation to see how it goes. Like I said, we are here to support our own. We use what we have to help those who need what we have. Thank you very much, Francois, for being here. Cheryl Ndasi, thank you. I've known you two for some time now, and I'm always very fascinated to see what you're doing, and you're taking baby steps, but amazing steps. Tell us more, Cheryl. How can we, the community, help you? What do you need from us? And how far have you been?
Yeah, I want to thank the community once more for having me here. This product has been in the market for the past 3 years, and I know if not of them, I wouldn't be in the market selling today. So I want to thank my community. But then I'll also call on to my community to be really supportive of our own. Made by us, African, owned by us, Africans. And we Africans have to consume them because we are all here because of them. Francois Visage product is made by Africans and for us Africans. Just like the chicken, just like what my sister Eno said, really, if you eat the eggs here and you go home and eat the eggs back home, you will know that something is wrong somewhere. Even what they call the bio here. I was so fascinated about her, just like you said, you brought 3 people without really knowing that their root is the natural root. She said something about her menu. And for those who know me, I love juicing. I love fruits and vegetable juice. I don't throw away the waste. If I don't bake it as biscuit, I use them as manure also. And for those who did not know, Cherilicious natural herbs, 80% are being grown by us to really ensure that you get the highest quality, luxurious quality for affordable rates. So we make sure that we grow almost 80%. I do the farming. I farm also. All my herbs, almost 80%. Only what I cannot farm now, then I will make sure that I get it in a valuable, recognized bio shop. So I really appreciate my sister for that egg, and I really have to eat her eggs. Francois said something again about clay, which I must say it. Just like she said, she will repeat it. He will say it another time. Why? The python will change his skin. Because as shampoo, why I'm saying it, as shampoo has activated charcoal. Activated charcoal is the scientific name they have given, not charcoal for Cameroon. That charcoal we use from fire. And kaolin clay is Calabar chalk. Of course, it has been modernized. We have it here. Why? Because it regenerates, just like he said. Let me use a term that everybody will. It peels off the dead skin on your scalp to show the new skin. Because if you want to use a product to stimulate hair growth, your hair growth grows from your scalp, and if your scalp is clogged. Clog means in the sense that products are piled on it, and then you are only adding product. It won't work. So a shampoo comes first, which has that Calabar chalk and charcoal in it to peel off that old dirt before you can use your hair grade oil. So I will still plead on a community to really help Africans, support your own Africans, use African products are not cheap products the way people see it. When they hear anything from African Cameroonian, they say, it's useless. It's not useless. We have the best. And I believe that we can only grow by true networking and purposeful connecting with like-minded people. And you can get Sherrilicious Natural from sherrilicious.natural.com. We are on Instagram. We also have our WhatsApp number on Instagram and all our social media where you can come in and WhatsApp us if you have a special case. Because what you get there is a general case, but we also wrote that if you have a special case, just like I said, we are your main solution. We are your hair solution according to your hair need. WhatsApp us for consultation, and I will formulate a special product for your hair needs. So that is what Sherrilicious is all about. You can get me all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Our WhatsApp number is there. Our website is also there. That way you can get direct contact. WhatsApp is always easy. You contact us, and then I like to also consult and then make a regime, a hair care routine for you. So that is where you can get us. It's so easy. Sherrilicious Natural.
Yes, you have www.sherrilicious.natural.com. So please go there. And I like what you all said. You say we support one another. And I'm having Leval, who is also asking the question, where can we get the product of Francois Visage? Leval, if you've seen already, I've placed already here. You can get it from francoisvisage.com. And you can also get a Sherrilicious product from www.sherrilicious.natural.com. Just like you can also get the products from Eno, from service at rameshop.de. You write them, you get all those products. But of course, they are all on Facebook. So with their names, you can always get them. Now, let me go to you, Eno. Tell us we are sorry, we are already going out of time. Normally, we have 58 minutes. We have just some 2 minutes over the time now, and we are rounding up bit by bit. But of course, I want to give you the opportunity to tell us a little more. How can we, the community, support the business you're doing? How can we help you grow in what you're doing? And of course, how can we reach you?
Reach me, as you said, through service at remshop.com. Remshop is our online shop that we have. There you can also get some articles for your Christmas or whatsoever. And I want to also announce it to my people that I'm also a supplier. So if you have an Afro shop and you want supplies for primates and soya and eggs or whatsoever you want, for small chickens, so just write me at service at remshop.de, or you call my number.
I can write the number.
Vera Harvey, or you contact me on Facebook. So I'm always there at your service. So I don't only sell for individuals, but I also supply. So if you want even 5 cartons of beef, I'm going to produce for you. Whatsoever you just need your quantity to put in your Afro shop, I'm ready to produce it to you, because even now, tomorrow, I also have to produce to the Afro shop what they buy. They buy their soyas in packages and they store it and in their freezer, so they sell it, like this. I also do it like this. I'm putting bucket and the stick is €1. Just put it there. Before I even come, I always have customers who are waiting already for me, because especially our Africans, I really love it because they support their own. And so I plead everyone there, as my sister said, let's support our own. Let's turn it together. Let's grow together. Africa is not cheap. Africa is the best. Africa is.
Thank you very much. Africa is not cheap. Africa is pure, and Africa is the best. And that's why we say for the Africans, by the Africans, and with the African people. We can only grow together, and that's why we are having this program, the business conversations, and the intention of the business conversation is to promote the African businesses and by the African people, especially for the African people. And so I am very grateful. Today we had the conversation three people. So you have my three guests. Maggie was there, Francois Visage, and Sherry Licious, and of course, three products. The product of Maggie is the chicken, the eggs, and Francois Visage is having the Gesicht Masken and Gesicht cream, and of course Sherry Licious, thank you for the product that you sent already. It's coming on Monday surely. It's the hair care product, and this is exactly our conversation today. 58 minutes is so small, and that's why we have to have this conversation again for next year at a different level, each one of you separately, so that we can have the best, and especially Francois, so we can have your stories. Just a last word. Please describe whatever you want for the people, one word for the Christmas.
Ladies
Francois,
first.
you start.
Okay. Thank you very much for having me on your show, dear Vera. Thank you, thank you, Cheryl. It was a great experience to be with you. I wish you and all viewers who are listening to us, who are viewing us, I wish you a Merry Christmas, a smooth last days of the year, of course, Happy New Year 2021.
Thank you. Thank you, Francois. I wish you all the best. Stay again, Francois. We're going to have a conversation now. Thank you very much for being my guest today.
Yes.
Yes, you tell something to your people, one word.
One word I want to tell my people is I want to wish them a wonderful and glorious end of the year, and that they should stay cool no matter the hardness, no matter the things that is going on in the world today. They should stay focused on their goal. They shouldn't give up, and they should also be more prayerful, because everything is going to be well. And that goal they have since many years ago, they should try to build it up so that next year they will now realize the goal. They shouldn't give up on their goal. I tell you, I'm just like making a ministry that is called Ministry of Hopes and Development Affairs. And I believe we will talk about it one day. So make sure that in your mind. God bless you.
Thank you very much. For sure, we're going to have the conversation with your ministry for hope and the future. Stay again on the broadcast, and we're going to have a conversation shortly. God bless you. Happy to my guest. Cheryl, tell us your Christmas wish for us.
I just want to, first of all, thank everyone for tuning in, taking their precious time to come and listen to us today. Thank you, Vera Sompon, for always supporting us and being our backbone when it comes to business. Thanks to everybody, my family. I wish everyone a happy Christmas, happy and safe Christmas, because it's by the grace of the God we are here today. Talking. It's not because we want it, but just the grace of God. With all what is happening around, I wish everyone a safe Christmas, safe and healthy Christmas, and a happy new year in advance. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks for having me, ma'am. I'm so grateful. I appreciate you all for your time listening to us this evening.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Good night.
You're also on the broadcast, so we can continue our conversation at private level. God bless you for coming, and I wish you a very nice period, and I hope to see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our conversation today. We had three people, three production with one goal, transforming problems into solution. And we're going to have this conversation again next year, because we realize how important it is to support our own and to buy from our own. And now I'm wishing you all the best and hope to see you again some other time next year. Meanwhile, stay safe and God bless you. It is always a privilege to have you. Remember, I am your sister in change, and my name is Vera Sompon, your host. Bye-bye.